Students, here we have the second application of potentiometer, and this is to find the internal resistance of a primary cell. As I have told you that this application also we are going to perform in the lab. So how do we find the internal resistance of given cell? Suppose we have to find the internal resistance of Lagrange cell. Then first of all, what modifications, what changes we will do in the circuit, that let us see. As is the usual circuit of the potentiometer, AB is the potentiometer wire. Okay. Then on the left side, primary circuit or auxiliary circuit is connected, in which battery, key and rheostat are connected. Battery will provide the current to the AB wire. Key means switch on and switch off case. That means when to start the current or circuit and when to off the circuit. And this is rheostat, whose purpose is to control the current. Okay. Now this circuit is always fixed. This is we have connected in the first application also. And this side, the right side, the secondary circuit will depend upon the application. So here the application is internal resistance of the cell. Now I'll take the help of internal resistance basic formula, which we have derived already. Internal resistance R is equal to E upon V minus 1 into R. Okay. E upon V minus 1 into R. E denotes the EMF of the cell when the cell is open. When the cell is in the open circuit. And V denotes the terminal voltage of the cell. That means when the cell is in the closed circuit. That means now here, whichever cell we are given, whose internal resistance we have to find, we have to arrange the circuit in a manner that we can open the cell also and we can close it also. So what we will do here in the secondary circuit, we will connect that cell whose internal resistance we have to find out. Okay, now we don't have to find out E, we have to find out its internal resistance, small r. Okay, this small r term we have to find out. So what we will do, we will connect this cell along with galvanometer and jockey, and one parallel branch also we will connect, in which one RB box, resistance box, so that we can use capital R from it, known resistance from it, and one key we will connect. This key will help us, it will help to make this cell open whenever required and to make this cell closed whenever required. Okay, so this key will help us in opening and closing circuit, this side of circuit. Okay, let us start now. First of all, we want this E's information, that means EMF. So what we will do, initially this cell we will keep open. ओपन कैसे रखेंगे सेल को, इस ब्रांच को ओपन रख के. दैट मीन्स K2 शुड बी ओपन इनिशियली. जैसे ही ये K2 ओपन रहेगा, यानी इस ब्रांच में कोई करंट नहीं फ्लो हो सकती. इसका मीनिंग ये सेल अभी किसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, EMF को. जब भी सेल ओपन होता है वो EMF E को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. So now this cell is representing EMF. So we will slide this jockey over this whole wire and we will find the balancing length. That means we will find that position when galvanometer is at zero deflection. Okay. So suppose that balancing length is L1. So when K2 is open, cell represents EMF E, and by sliding jockey on the wire, balancing length L1 is obtained for E. Now by the principle of potentiometer, E will be proportional to L1, equation 1. Now ओपन सर्किट वोल्टेज की बात हो गई. अब हमें सेल को क्लोज करना है, सो दैट इट रिप्रेजेंट्स नाउ टर्मिनल वोल्टेज V. सेल जब क्लोज्ड होता है तो वो किसको रिप्रेजेंट करता है? टर्मिनल वोल्टेज V को। क्लोज करने के लिए हमने एक्स्ट्रा पैरेलल ब्रांच रखी थी। इन दिस नाउ दिस K2 की वी विल क्लोज। ओके, K2 की को क्लोज करेंगे। K2 को क्लोज किया। रेजिस्टेंस बॉक्स से एक नोन रेजिस्टेंस R, कैपिटल R यूज किया। Okay, now this whole branch, that means this complete thing, this part of this parallel branch, it is representing now V, terminal voltage. So when K2 is closed, now the cell represents terminal voltage V. Okay, now this is not E representing, it is representing itself by V. जब भी सेल क्लोज्ड होता है, क्लोज मतलब जैसे ही हमने K2 को क्लोज किया तो ये सर्किट क्लोज हो गया, इसका मतलब सेल इसमें करंट दे रहा है सिर्फ इस ब्रांच में। जैसे ही इस ब्रांच में करंट आ रही है, फ्लो हो रही है, इसका मतलब अब ये ईएमएफ नहीं है, अब ये है टर्मिनल वोल्टेज। अब टर्मिनल वोल्टेज के लिए जोकी को स्लाइड करके बैलेंसिंग लेंथ फाइंड करना है। बैलेंसिंग लेंथ मीन्स जब गैल्वेनोमीटर 0 पे आ जाए। वेदर द गैल्वेनोमीटर इज 0, that means in this branch there is no current, but in this branch current is there, so this is representing V. Okay, so अब लिखेंगे V proportional to new balancing length. New balancing length L2. Why this balancing length will come different? Because किसी भी सेल के लिए EMF और टर्मिनल वोल्टेज दो अलग आंसर होते हैं, which we have already discussed. Okay, EMF और टर्मिनल वोल्टेज अलग हैं, इसलिए बैलेंसिंग लेंथ भी अलग आएंगी। एक बार L1 आई सेल को ओपन रख के, एक बार L2 आई सेल को क्लोज रख के। नाउ वी विल डिवाइड E by V so that E by V is L1 upon L2, प्रोपोर्शनल साइन हट जाता है डिवाइड करने से। ओके, नाउ इन दिस बेसिक फॉर्मूला ऑफ स्मॉल r, ओके, E by V minus 1 into R, we will substitute R ratio. E by V ratio what we have obtained? L1 by L2. This we will substitute here. And this is the working formula for our practical. This practical. Okay. So अगर internal resistance find करना है सेल का, तो हमें क्या क्या पता होना चाहिए? एक L1 पता होना चाहिए, एक L2 और एक कैपिटल R. L1 means when this K2 was open, that time balancing length. L2 means when this K2 was closed, that time's balancing length. And capital R means the resistance used from the resistance box. So finally we have obtained our answer of small r, L1 upon L2 minus 1 into capital R. Okay, learn this final answer. So you have to remember 3 steps: circuit diagram, working, and the small derivation for the theory question. And for numerical, of course, both the formulas are important. E by V minus 1 into R or L1 by L2 minus 1 into R. So here we have completed the second application.